Hey ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm really excited right now because something just showed up and I really want to share it with you. So I have a couple of boxes in front of me. All of these are packed and I'm going to be unpacking all of them one by one, and I'm going to be showing you that what do we have in these boxes. So first let me just put these aside and let's begin one by one. Now what are these? Let me just show it to you. So let me open the first one. Here we go. So this is what we call the $100,000 Digital Dukaandaar Club. This says, okay, first let me show it to you. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. And this says, congratulations for surpassing $100,000 in sales as a digital Dukaandar. And this is for Aman Kumar. Okay, so this is the Digital Dukaandaar 100K Club. So this is what we recently come up with. This is going to be given to every digital Dukaandar who's crossed $100,000 or more in sales, a minimum of $100,000 in sales, while working with us as a digital Dukaandar in their e-commerce businesses. So this is the very first one. Okay, and by the way, I plan on, so these have already been sent out to our clients who've crossed $100,000 in sales that we know about. And I also ordered a copy for my own self, okay, so that I keep these with myself as well. So I'm going to be adding these on the wall that you see behind me. So on the wall behind me, I don't really have these right now. Honestly, I've called a carpenter to be fixing these on the wall behind me. He's going to be coming today in a couple of hours. I'll see if I can also record while he does all the fixing. But anyway, this is the very first one that's going to be given to Aman. Now, this is the first one. Let me take you to the next ones one by one. Now the next one is for Arun Lobo. By the way, Aman's done more than $120,000 in sales in his own print-on-demand business that he started from scratch. Now here's another one. Now this is for Mr. Arun Lobo. Now let me show it to you first. Here you go. So Arun is another digital Dukaandar who's crossed $100,000 in sales in 84 days. Like record, 84 days. $100,000 crossed in his own print-on-demand business. And I think a couple days back when I had a word with Arun, we also interviewed him for the podcast, and Arun shared that now he's crossed $160,000 in sales, which is phenomenal, right? So there's another one which is going to be given to Mr. Arun Lobo, another digital Dukaandar. Here's another one. Now this is for Shubham. Let me show it to you. Now this one's for Shubham Arora. Now Shubham is currently in Canada. He's from Delhi NCR. Very recently he shifted to Canada. So here we go. Let me show it to you. So this one's for Shubham, okay? Now this is going to be given to Shubham. Shubham's crossed more than $200,000 in sales in his own print-on-demand e-commerce business. So this award is going to be it's already been shipped to Shubham to Canada. We're using DHL Express for it, the same provider that we use for our brand, to ship abroad. Now here's another one. This is for Aditi Survey. Okay, let me just unpack this for you guys. Now Aditi is a 20-year-old lady. She's a 20-year-old lady, and she crossed more than $100,000 in sales in less than 5-6 months. Okay, and we've interviewed Aditi on a podcast as well. And Aditi shared in the podcast that she was making 20,000 rupees a day in profit. 20,000 rupees a day in profit. Aditi also started her Facebook ad agency on the side, which was generating a multiple 4 figures in dollars in profit every single month while she was running her e-commerce business. She's transitioning into other e-commerce based business models right now, and she's killing it. She's done more than $100,000 as well. So this is for Aditi. Alright, so this is the next one. And by the way, wherever you're seeing this, let me know in the comments that how do they look? Let me know in the comments how do they look, what do you think about them? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here's another one. This one's for Aryan. Now, Aryan's crossed $100,000 in sales as well with his own print-on-demand. By the way, all of these guys have done this through print-on-demand, the business model that we teach inside the Digital Dukaandaar Program. So here's another one. Now, this one is for Aryan Gun. Now, Aryan has crossed $100,000 in sales as a digital Dukaandar in his POD business. In 11 months. I think he's done a lot more than that right now. He's also recently transitioned into running, building his own Indian e-commerce brand on the side. So killing it. We're going to be interviewing Aryan very soon on the podcast as well. Maybe by the time you're going to see this video, we've already interviewed him on the podcast. Okay. Here's the next one. The next one is for Mr. Vishal Srivastava. Now, Vishal Srivastava is a guy from Noida. He comes from Jhansi. He stays in Noida, and we've interviewed him on the podcast as well. Vishal's crossed $100,000 in sales in his POD business as well. So let me show this to you guys here. So this one's for Vishal Srivastava. Lovely, lovely person, keeps things really simple. So this one's for Vishal. He's done $100,000 plus in his POD business as well. Let me show you the next one. So we have two more left. So the next one is for Archit. Very talented, very smart guy. We interviewed him on the podcast as well. So Archit Mangal is a guy from Pitampura, here in New Delhi. He's 22, 23 years old. He's crossed $100,000 plus in sales in like 5-6 months. Currently, he's also doing Indian drop shipping. He's building his own brands. He owns his own Facebook advertising agency, killing it in the game. He's done this through his print on demand business. So this one's going to be going to Archit. This is the next one. And then I have the last one, which is for Mukul. Now, by the way, there's another one that we've already shipped. I don't have it right now. We've shipped it directly to Neeti. So Neeti Maggu, she's crossed $100,000 in sales in her own business. She runs a brand called Mukhota here in India. And she's killing it as well. I don't have a copy of it with me right now. I've already ordered it. But yeah, it's been sent out to Neeti as well. This one that I'm going to show you now is like really special. This one's for Mukul Mishra. Now Mukul was one of the first Digital Dukaandaars. You know, when we started Digital Dukaandaar, first have a look at this. So this is going to be given, this has already been sent to Mr. Mukul Mishra, okay? So Mukul was a digital Dukaandar. He was one of the first Digital Dukaandaars. Mukul's crossed more than almost $800,000 in his own print on demand business. $800,000. Almost a year back, I asked Mukul if he would join us as a coach in Digital Dukaandaar, because you know people would love to learn from his experience. So Mukul is currently also the head coach in Digital Dukaandaar. There's another brand that we're working on together as well, and he's crossed $800,000 in sales as a Digital Dukaandaar. So definitely, or you know, he is a part of the 100K club as well. Now, this is actually phenomenal because you know all of these guys have done a minimum of $100,000 in sales in their print-on-demand businesses. Okay. Apart from that, like I said, there's Neeti Maggu. I don't have a trophy. I don't have a memento right now. We've already shipped it to her. And these are the people that we know about. I'm sure there are a lot more people that we don't even know about. You know, we don't know how much revenues they've been able to do. But anyway, and when people apply for these trophies, we're going to continue to know about it. We're going to be sending these trophies out to our Digital Dukaandaar program members who've crossed a minimum of $100,000 in sales in their print-on-demand businesses. And if you're thinking of how much profits do these guys make, so like just think about it. Anyone who's done more than about 75 lakhs, that's $100,000 in sales in their businesses, of course they're profitable. And the average profit margins that they're going to have are going to be close to 15%, 10, 15, 20%. Those are the averages that people see. We ourselves in our print-on-demand business have seen an average of 16%, 17% in the last couple of years since 2017. So those are the average profit margins. And I'm super duper excited about this. Now, I've already called a carpenter to be fixing these on the wall behind me, you know, in this area. These are going to go. So maybe once the fixing is going to be happening, I'm going to be showing you, or I'm going to be showing you how the backdrop is going to look like. So these are going to stay and you would be able to see these again and again. And maybe these will inspire you and motivate you to start your own print on demand business, to cross $100,000 and way more, and actually take this full time and make this long term. Okay, it's really going to inspire you. And of course, we'd love to help you build your own print on demand e-commerce business through the Digital Dukaandaar program. Like we've been doing it for a long time for a lot of people. Like these guys are the proof that this works, and it works pretty well. So that's it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you liked it, and looking forward to seeing you become a part of the 100K club. Cheers.